After lunch, the pace just looked like a bit difficult at some point until that wicket from, I think it was Cric. What was the thinking when wickets were just not falling at that time?
Well, we kind of knew that the older ball will settle down the amount of movement and the amount of steep bounce. Obviously, Craig's a very, very good player, so, and Shaun Williams as well. So at some stage, when they're in, it's going to look easy. So the conversation was to try and dry it up from both ends, not give them free runs, which after lunch didn't really happen because Shaun came out and he played well. But I think when we changed from the one side, we changed to ZIM, who made everything, slowed everything down and went at 2 runs or 3 runs and over instead of 4 or 5 runs and over, and that brought a little bit of pressure. So I think that was the thinking, was to keep it as simple as we can and dry up the runs to try and get a wicket that way.
Codi Yusuf was very impressive right at the beginning, wasn't he?
Yeah, I've played with Codi at my domestic team at home, and I mean, he's been an inspiration for us. He literally bowls like that every single week. He's exceptional. He's got the biggest heart. He doesn't ever give up. And I think what you saw today of him is just a glimpse of what we've seen at the Lions at home. I think he's gonna be an exceptional bowler going forward, and I'm super happy for him because he's one of those guys that the way he approaches the game is not with all shouting and abusing people and ultimate aggression and all the fluff. I'd say he does it week in, week out just with his heart, and he just bowls with everything he has.
Quinn got quite a bit of swing towards the end, unlucky not to get a wicket.
Yeah, I think Quinn is learning quite quickly as he's going. I think international cricket is super difficult, so if you're not going to be able to land it in an area that hits the top of the stumps more often than not, no matter how much the ball is moving, guys are going to score, especially good players like Shaun Williams. They're going to keep scoring all the time, and I think that's the only challenge for Quinn now is how can he take that X factor and the balls in between keep going at maybe 1 run or a couple of dots in between. So we all know he's going to be a superstar, to be honest with you. And I think, I saw a stat yesterday that he's 19 years and 81 days or something. He's honestly still way behind the ears in many ways. I'm 27 now, so I can say that. But I think he's going to be an exceptional bowler, and there's just something special about him. When you face him in the nets, there's just something. The ball's always moving. It's super fast. So he hit 2 guys in the head today. There's just something about him that's going to be special.
And my final question, what's the plan tomorrow, batting, as far as your batting, what you set for Zimbabwe?
Sorry, I missed your
question. What's your plan for tomorrow, and what you bat, and when you'd like to get to insert Zimbabwe again?
So I'm assuming your question is what's the plan for tomorrow, and when we're looking to... Sorry, I don't know.
My
voice was a bit husky there, sorry.
I think it's just what's going to be a total for you guys that you look to set for Zimbabwe?
I don't think we've spoken about that, to be honest. I mean, it's only day 2. So I think we'll bat as long as we can. That wicket is tricky, so I think it's a new ball wicket in particular. I think the new ball you can strike. So I think we'll try and get a decent lead. Our coach is quite aggressive, so I wouldn't say we're going to bat until 600-700 if that ever had to happen. I think we'll pretty much try and put us under pressure and find a way to learn for us as well. That's kind of his mentality. He believes we're the best in the world, so in order to be the best in the world, you're going to have to take chances to win games. So I'm never quite sure what he's thinking, and we haven't had the conversation, but I'm pretty sure we'll try and bat as long as we can in many, depending on how much runs we get. But I think on this wicket there's always one with your name on, so they can come out and bowl us out tomorrow, who knows. But I think the important thing is that we apply ourselves and try and get as much as we can with that mindset.
Great. Okay.
Wiaan, going to come to you personally. With premium strike bowlers for South Africa missing in the team, what's the pressure like for you being the next set of bowlers that need to step up into the shoes of Lungi and Keshav Maharaj? How is that working out for you?
I mean, I never in my wildest dream can I be one of the wildest dreams. Can I be KG, Lungi, Marco Jansen, Andre Berger, Corbin Bosch? Those guys are unbelievable bowlers. Quena. So I think for me, it's not pressure. For me, I'm trying to keep it as simple as I can. If you watch my spell today, I'm trying to bowl top of off stump every ball with the odd bouncer, get the ball to move both ways. That is my skill. That's what I try and do. So when it comes to pressure, I actually feel more pressure when they're around because the standard is just so high that if you're a little bit off your mark, you look like an idiot. So I think most days that's more pressure with them there, and today it was just to try and keep it simple and, to be honest, get Shaun Williams forward because he cuts balls from legs down.
Right, and now looking at the scope of things, are you happy as a team with where you finished heading Zimbabwe, or in terms of what was your initial plan coming into this test match?
Yeah, Zimbabwe is a very good team, to be honest. I think over the last year they've showed how they've managed to put performances together to win games. So I think the we never came here and thought we were going to roll them, to be honest, firstly. I think secondly, the way they played today showed that if you apply yourself, you can get runs on this wicket. And I mean, Luandre is a special talent, so sometimes you watch him and you think it's a flat wicket, but I promise you it's not a flat wicket. And I think the fact that we got a nice lead is important in the context of the game, because you never know what Zimbabwe is going to offer you in the second innings.
Great, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Wiaan.
Sure.